Hey, I'm Jonathan Sewell Sales at Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard in Enterprise, and today I'm standing with the beautiful machine gray 2020 Mazda CX-30 with preferred package. And we're going to break down what that package includes, all the upgraded features from the Select. But before we do, go ahead and click the JSS so that you'll be subscribed to my channel. And it's a beautiful windy day, a little bit warm, but we do have a cool breeze, so I apologize for the audio quality. But before we take this deep dive, if you would subscribe and ding the bell so that you're updated first with everything Mazda, Lincoln, and everything else on my channel. I appreciate you watching, and let's get going. All right, let's get started up front. Of course, the Mazda CX-30 is standard with your iActive Sense features. So you have your Mazda radar cruise control, also smart brake support with the radar right here. And then of course your lane departure warning and alert up here, as well as a couple other features, your distance recognition system, and then the camera up top is your driver alert, and also for that to work you of course have to have your hands on the steering wheel, and there's specific speed requirements around those for functionality, but it's a very seamless experience when you're driving. So also have LED lights with this nice assembly right up here, and also you can see the LED signals, turn signals right there, so that's pretty neat. And this is the machine gray, which of course is a $300 upcharge for the 4 layers of paint with the translucent clear coat, and with these wide fender flares. It's one of my favorite colors on the CX-30, just how it kind of blends in. It's a little smooth. A couple of things that you'll notice here on, as you can see that S design as I'm walking up to and from the vehicle, that's actually in the design of the door, creates that S design, and that's part of our Kodo design elements, the soul of motion. And this is pretty neat how, again, everything's hand designed with a 3D clay model, and to actually see that in the finished sheet metal is pretty cool. Of course, when you go to the Select, you upgrade to the 18-inch alloy wheels. So the Preferred has those same wheels. Of course, the LED turn signal here, as well as the blind spot monitor and rear cross traffic is a carryover as well. A lot of the features that you see on this CX-30 Preferred are actually on the inside, and we'll talk about those as we go around. A big cue to the shark fin antennas, in most of them are color keyed, but the shark fin antennas on vehicles, the big cue to those is that you have a lot of data transfer, whether that's a satellite radio, which is the case with the Preferred package here is the first one that has satellite radio, and or some other data for connected services and things like that. Of course, there's other antennas available for those things, and of course this vehicle does have connected services standard, so you can do those several different things, such as remote connect and other things. Let's open up this lift gate. Of course, the lift gate release is right below the Mazda logo, and so you have very good room back here. And of course you can see the 60-40 split right there. And the Preferred package includes your 12-speaker Bose system. So of course this is a carryover from the design of the CX-5 right here in the spare tire. So it's not a lot of vibration, and also not a lot of room taken up on the inside here from that speaker. So the Bose 12-speaker system is one of those add-ons to this Preferred package. Now we'll jump inside and cover the rest of those add-ons, as well as talk a little bit more about the Bose system on this beautiful 2020 CX-30 with Preferred package. All right, before we jump inside, I want to touch on the keyless entry, literally touch, and you hear that hopefully, and it unlocked. And before we look at some of those other features in the preferred package, I did just want to cover, it's really easy, not a locking gas door, but just push it right there, opens right up. There's that actuator right there. And then of course you can unscrew this and hang it right here. So very convenient. And to shut it, just push it back. So we talked about the Bose system. So on your preferred package, you actually have a piano or a gloss black Bose cover right here above the speakers, which is very elegant. Also ties into the door panel here with the controls. Also, these power mirrors here are linked to this memory. So you have two settings for memory on your driver's seat, and that includes the mirrors here, as well as a 8-way power driver's seat, which is first seen in this preferred package. Of course, this has the grayish interior, so a little bit of tan, a little bit of light gray, and it actually looks more tan, probably contrasting with my eyes on the gray exterior here. So of course, these interior colors here on this with the threading and in the center console is carried over through all models or all packages of the CX-30. And a couple of things to look at right here, and I apologize for the sun flare, but a little bit of a different setup here. You actually have a toggle switch for your automatic high beams right here on the end. So if you have it in auto and engage this, instead of moving your stem up and back, you can turn that on or off right there. And then of course you could turn your headlights all the way on, or parking lamps or what have you. So that's your toggle for the automatic headlamps. And we have the normal setup for the steering wheel right here, leather wrapped of course, and which is part of that upgrade on the Select that we've seen. And the other add-on here for the preferred package is heated seats. And everything else for the most part is set up accordingly to what you've seen in the entry level and with the Select package. So again, Bose stereo, 12 speakers, also the gloss black covers there right above the speakers. You have power driver seat with memory, including the side mirrors, heated seats, and the last thing up here is your lights for illuminated vanity mirrors. So you have that right up here, and for both. So when it's open, it's on. So that's your upgrades there. And before we get out of here, I did want to cover one last thing, and I'll have to crank it up. So give me just a second, and we'll be right back. Didn't have enough hands to show you this, but I do have my seatbelt on, and I didn't want it to rub the mic here. So we're cranked up. Previously, I did a video on the electronic park and brake with the auto hold, and the problem that we've run into is that when you put it in reverse or drive, this doesn't disengage. Now, a viewer of mine commented, and Linux kernel actually found this out for me. And again, when I'm moving these cars around the lot, I don't hardly ever put the seatbelt on. But when you have the seatbelt on, I'm trying to show you here, and you have it in gear, in drive, and it's kind of hard to see with the different changes in lights there. But when you let go, of course, it's still in park. But when you lightly press the accelerator, it goes off. And so they're promoting good driving habits with putting your seatbelt on. So again, with your seatbelt on, when you put it in gear and you start to touch the accelerator, it will disengage automatically, which is pretty cool. So a lot of neat tips that we find out from sharing on the community. I appreciate viewer feedback. I actually love it, love comments, would love a like on this video if you learned something about it, and I'm glad that we can learn together, and I can't wait to see you on the next video and looking at my inventory to see what's coming next. But I love the CX-30. Matter of fact, I think we're going to sell it right now. We got someone on the way, and I really can't wait. Maybe you can't have this one, but I can't wait to see you in your very own Mazda.